Walking Blind is hosted by overly emotional dudes who overthink and overanalyze everything. Nothing the hosts say should be taken as medical advice or opinion. They're not professionals, and they're about to make that very clear. So just kick back and hang with them, as you've earned it. Ready?
Yes. I like how that was not even planned. That's so good.
It's not even planned at this point, you know? Like, just...
It's natural.
We just got the liquid death on deck. We're ready to go.
We're ready. That, Lauren?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Walking Blind podcast. We are at episode 29. 29. We're one away from 30. We're one away from 30. We're past the young party years, and we're getting back into our regular groove of things. You know what I mean?
We're in the seltzer era.
We're in the seltzer era, which is why we're drinking Liquid Death, Bury It Alive.
Yes. Dude, for reals, this is I know it seems what is it? Overhand, not overhand.
On the nose?
On the nose. But for reals, this is my first time drinking this one. It's
the berry.
The berry. Bury It Alive. It's fucking good.
So I was talking, or I was messaging Raul, who shout out to Raul, Liquid Death, and I was telling him, like, you know, I've been promoting because I'm pretty sure, have I mentioned it? I work at a healthcare organization, right? That's my full-time job because the podcast doesn't really pay the bills, and I have been walking around with cans of Liquid Death to the point where people now have started asking me, like, what is that? Or like, do you have beer at your desk? And I'm like, no. It's just water. Don't be scared. It's just water, you know? And then so the other day I brought in just like a mixed variety of like different cans, and I just handing them to people like, here, check this out. And my director walked by, and it probably looked like I was just handing out beers to everybody. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's been a long week. Enjoy. I wish you would have recorded being on a Zoom meeting and then just having to stop and be like, "Are you drinking beer?"
I was like on the Zoom meeting, and I, like, you know, you can watch yourself.
Yeah.
I was literally watching myself just to see, like, just to make it like, as really obvious. I was like,
it would have been funny if they can clearly see you and you're just kind of
like sneaking it off to the side, like.
Oh, you're trying to hide it, but it's. Yeah.
Oh man, well, episode 29, we're here. The energy feels like a 29-year-old. Like, I'm ready to party, but at the same time I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I'm also down to chill. Whoa, what the
Michael?
What is happening?
Google password required. Mike comes in, you know, he's fancy. He's got his MacBook Air. It's, you know, it's so fancy. It's so like, you know, he's got all this technology in front of him. He's the producer now, so he's got show notes, and then he can't even turn off his volume. He's learning.
Earlier, like as we were filming this, I was like trying to make it bigger, and I touched my screen as if
it was gonna zoom in.
Yeah, this thing would have kids in school already. It's old, but.
It's the like first generation of MacBook Air, which when it came out, it was so like revolutionary and thin, and now that's the size of the MacBook Pros. Yeah. Technology. Anyways, let's get into this. Make sure you guys follow us, like us, subscribe. walkingblindpod@gmail.com with any questions. At walkingblindpod on most social medias, OnlyFans, walkingblindpodcast.com. TikTok.
I've fallen off TikTok.
Mike fell off TikTok because nobody interacted with him on the Walking Blind page. He got pretty upset.
I got sad.
He got real hurt by it. His hair went gray.
I walked.
And he walked his frustration off on TikTok.
This is something I kind of on my own thing that I did. So I changed my pomade.
Ooh.
Does my hair look darker? You're like, not noticeably.
I mean, maybe on the top a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, the size I
You
can't
switched
do a
to
whole lot.
the Suavecito? Or
No.
the Lay Right?
No, it's still lay right, but it's not the...
It's Tres Flores?
It's the which one?
Tres Flores?
No, it's that.
You don't remember the old school, like it was just petroleum jelly, basically?
Oh, yeah.
Or like Murray's?
Yeah. I loved Murray's. I had Murray's for a long time. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to go back to Murray's.
It just takes forever to wash out of your hair. It takes like 6 days to wash out.
See, that's what I loved about freaking Jake, dude. Or his one. I felt like it was out easy.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Anyways. MPHC, mental health check.
Let's do it. Let's do the Mike Perez health check. You start.
All right. So last week was rough. So I'll take naps just because I work super early and it's good for me. But then I started noticing that they were getting like longer and longer. That's usually not a good sign for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to keep an eye on that. It was a little hard to kind of get myself out of it because clearly when you want to just like not do anything, you're not doing anything because it feels awesome. But
what do you think it was?
I just, like I said, I was like, this is what I'm doing. And now that's starting to shift. Of course, because I was like, okay.
You're course correcting it now.
Yeah. And so that, and then there's just things that like I have a hand, my hand's in a lot of different things. And I think I just need to I need on my end, I need to prioritize a lot better and really have like a schedule for myself to do some things. Cause they're not hard. Like one of them is like, I have 3 Burner State songs to write lyrics for.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Which isn't like, I know that in the right space and I could like knock them out in like a day.
Yeah.
Like, if I really want to, but I just haven't had that. And it's been like, and then it's added like stress to me. But I have my melodies, which is good. Like I have the map of what I want to do. Now it's putting it in words.
Yeah.
But something that has been helpful was been able to hang out with my brother quite a bit. We've been able to watch some TV shows, which was fun. And then I put it on here because I don't want to forget. I've been throwing the ball around, man. I reconnected with my old high school buddies, my buddy Justin, and he's like really taking an interest in like wanting to help out for baseball.
Yeah.
And so I would like, for anyone who doesn't know, I used to coach high school baseball. I just haven't been able to, just because schedule-wise, I wasn't able to. And so I don't know. I really don't know what's going to look like this year for me. I would like to help out if I can, but if not, I want to. Anyway, so I've been working with my buddy Justin. I've just been showing him drills that I used to do, and then we're just playing catch. Like with a lot of it, just us just throwing, and it's been really nice. And so I put that in my mental health. So
nice. We're
trying to do it once, maybe twice a week, and I feel like on the days that I've done it were days that I don't even think I napped. I think I just also was the day off, but whatever. Yeah.
So me just randomly finding my glove and sending you a picture just kind of fell into
yeah. So I was just like, yeah, I was like, dude, yeah, let me know, dude. So even when MBR was touring, I've never even come close to saying like, oh no, I can't, I'm too tired or whatever. If it happened a few times where they bring 2 gloves and like, hey, you want to play catch? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
But you never brought a glove with you on tour?
I kind of did towards the end. Well, freaking Tom from Stray from the Path and Vitello from Backtrack.
Yeah.
For my 30th birthday, whatever tour that was on, they bought me a glove.
Sick.
Yeah. They bought me a glove on tour so I could play catch with them.
I'm in need of a new glove, but I feel like I'm just not going to put it to use.
No, I don't think that way. You're an adult. Buy a cool glove.
All right, I'm gonna live out my dreams and buy the glove I always wanted. So.
Yeah, dude, seriously. you can buy like decent ones for like between like $75 and $100.
Okay, this is happening.
Yeah, do it, man. And then you're gonna want to play catch. Okay,
true.
Yes.
Yes. I've actually been wanting to see like how many homies we could get together and even just like play over the line or something like that on a Sunday.
Dude, that'd be fun. There's so many games that we can do with not many guys. I've had to get super creative.
We should do walking blind baseball day. We'll get the homies to come out. If you guys want to come hang out with us and play some baseball.
We can go to a park that has a barbecue.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Down. Yes. But yeah, that's me. I feel like that's where I'm at. I feel like I had a rough week, but I feel good today. And yeah, I think I just need to, and I think something that'll be helpful this week is I'm going to be running this week.
Nice.
Burner State has a show on Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah, 10th. It's already June 10th.
Wait, where at?
Rockefellers.
Ooh, what time do you play?
It's a reggae show. I don't know what time we play. Actually, I feel like...
Find out what time you play. Because I have I guess I can jump into mine. I have my signing on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, we're gonna make some moves. But that being said, my mental health been a little. You know what? Today I was really fucking irritated today.
Really?
So I all right. I had the car.
Hold on. What is when you're irritated? What does that look like for you? What's irritation for you? Like, is it?
I get quiet.
Okay.
I get quiet and I just get like I'd start just like looking at everything like a problem. Like, not like I don't make problems, but I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. Okay, so for example, like last week I had my car in the shop and it was in the shop for 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. So I there was like this like rattling in the suspension. We pulled it up. We were looking at everything. Everything looked perfectly fine. Everything looked cool. Couldn't figure out what it was. So I ended up just taking it to a shop because like I don't have time to deal with this myself. Right. Take it to the shop. So I got new coilovers for the car because we thought it was the struts that had gone out. So I was like, I can either get all new Audi parts or I can just get aftermarket coilovers and get the stance correct with the car. For those of you who aren't into cars, it just basically it replaces your shocks, right?
Which means your car doesn't bounce as much.
Well,
no, it's smoother.
It's stiffened. So what I put on kind of stiffens out the suspension, but also lowers it closer to the ground. Whatever. Anyways, what happened was, so I end up thinking like I'm not going to buy genuine Audi parts. I might as well just buy aftermarket coilovers. So that's like $1,500. And then to have the shop install it is like, of course, another $1,100 in alignment, which is all like, I'm like looking at this. Yeah, I think I talked about this last week, like signing the paper, right? So that's $2,500, right? Oh my gosh. To start driving. We're actually coming home from Knott's because we went to Knott's Berry Farm last weekend. Driving home and I start hearing the same clunk. I go, wait a second. So it's not the suspension. So I just spent $2,500 and it's not the suspension. So I'm like looking at the ball joints, I'm looking at everything. I can't figure out what it is. So I called the shop back and he's like, dude, everything looks good under the car. Everything, like, he's like, I even looked at it myself because the coilovers were like, we wanted to make sure the stance was right. And I go, can I bring it back? So on Wednesday, I'm going to take the car back and he's going to get in the car with me and we're going to drive the car and try and figure out what the fuck it is together.
Dang, cool.
Because I don't know. I legitimately just don't know. I don't know if the strut mounts are bad and something is just like not sitting right, or if there's like some weird joint that I'm not noticing. I don't know what it is. But so I was already like, so this is fucking $2,500 that I didn't have to spend. Right? That is, and then who knows what else I'm gonna have to spend on this car. And then me, I go through cars so much that I was like, how much can I get for it if I trade it in right now?
No, Mike, you put so much work into it already.
But other than that, man, like everything's been cool. It's been good so far. Yeah. Got a couple of the projects that we've been talking about behind the scenes coming together. You know, pretty happy that we've got some Liquid Death on deck.
Dude.
Got young Bob Ross here next to us. And I'm chilling.
Awesome. Well, good. So just a little, we can go into like our week/weekend recap.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Should I save my Spanish story then?
Yeah.
Let's see. Last week. All right. So I forgot to mention this on the last episode, but and this for anyone who's like not from Riverside, they're probably like, why the fuck do you bring this up? There's a new taco spot, or a new just Mexican food spot called Los Tacos Locos.
Where is it?
It's on the corner of Van Buren and Indiana. So right when you get off the freeway. So when you're heading to Daily Brew, you can.
That little building that they've been building for like 8 years?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, finally. And dude, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. I've been twice. I had a quesadilla, an asada quesadilla, which is really freaking good. And then I went and I got a burrito this time, and asada burrito. I couldn't finish it, dude. It was too big. Yeah. But it was so good. It was the way I can tell, like this is like my big kid measure of if something's good is if you hit that, I'm full, I'm done.
But you keep going.
And you just keep going. And I hit it, and I remember like being like, oh, it's so good.
There's two big kid measures I have. There's that one, and then there's also if nobody's talking when you guys are eating.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those.
If nobody's talking and everybody's just eating and like quietly eating the
barbecue,
food, that's
for sure.
It's fire.
Yeah, it's usually barbecue. That's fine. And then yesterday, so there's more of this actually goes for this week. So yesterday, Martin and I went to Rodeo X.
Yeah.
Which is like a food court thing, and we're by where Martin lives. And so he's like, yeah, it's Hawaiian barbecue. And so in my mind, you've
never been to Shoots?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I get there and I'm expecting it to be
like Ono.
Yeah. Like Ono. And so I don't see my
chicken teriyaki.
Yeah. And so I was getting a little bummed out. Martin's like, no, don't worry about it. It's like, it's really good.
It's really.
And so he's like, yeah, just get this. And if you get the combo, it comes with masubi. I probably spelled that wrong on here.
Yeah.
I've never had masubi.
You've never had masubi? Oh, because you don't really eat Spam.
No.
Okay.
And so, but Martin's like, dude, just try it. I was like, okay. And so I got it. And dude.
For what it's worth, that's not traditional masubi. That's like their take on masubi.
All right, well, then I'm just going there.
It's really good.
Dude, it was so... Have you had it from there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I actually, the night that remember the night you were going to meet us there when Ty was there, but then we ended up just meeting you at Rockefeller's?
Yeah.
That's the first time I had Shoots.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude. And that was fire.
So, oh my gosh. It was
Martin called me.
Good.
I was going to go over there, but like I was in off McKinley and I had the kid. I had to take him all the way back. And then by the time I was all done, I wouldn't.
Yeah, he said you were coming, so we waited.
He lied. I told him maybe.
But, dude, it was so freaking good. So masubi, it was a creme brulee masubi or something like that. I don't know. It was so good. And then I had the kimchi butter katsu.
Yeah.
With the macaroni cheese, the mac and rice combo was so freaking good too.
So good. Yeah. I want that now, but I just ordered pizza.
I know. I told Martin let's go on Friday. Oh shit, at my show.
And I have a signing.
Yeah.
And they close at like 8.
Yeah. Fuck. But anyway, so
Sunday.
Shoots. I can't. I'm gonna be busy all day. My dad's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
My father turns 80 years old on Sunday.
Dude, Papa Perez does not look 80, man.
He doesn't move like an 80-year-old.
He's in way better shape than both of us.
Mm-hmm.
He has a way better personality than both of us. He's a handsome man.
Yeah. So we're actually it's funny, we're trying to figure it out what we're gonna do podcast wise, because normally we've been doing Monday nights.
Yep.
We were trying to do
back?
Sunday, but
When do you get back?
Thursday night. Yeah. Maybe so I don't know what you have going on Saturday. We're like planning on that.
I know we're planning on the air.
Yeah.
We're not even looking at the camera, just looking at each other.
Yeah. But I could probably do, because we're having dinner at our house Sunday. But maybe we could do a late one.
What if I give you a recorder? You're taking a road trip, right?
Yeah.
What if I give you a recorder and then you road trip record the pod with your family?
What do you mean?
Like
just me?
You and
just me interviewed.
Yeah.
My family.
Let's hear what the Perez road trips are all about.
Dude, it's gonna be funny. We haven't done one of these in like, I don't know. Last time we did like a family trip thing was for my mom's birthday, and we went to Vegas. This was during the pandemic, and so it was so we just went because they had like the pools were open and stuff, and my nieces. But yeah, so this is our first, like, we're going up north because my family, or my dad's side, they're all like San Jose to pretty much from here to San Jose we have family, and so. Yeah, so we're doing that. I'll be back Thursday night.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But so yeah, that's why I can't do Sunday. Saturday.
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, weekend recap. Is that all you? That's all you had going?
As far as in the week, I had, again, I didn't mention this last time. For anyone who follows my personal Instagram, every morning for work, I do an Adele check.
This has been an ongoing tradition for years.
Literally, I was thinking about this. I don't think I've ever opened the shop and not thought this. And my thought is, as I'm turning on the radio for the music, I want it to be Adele.
Is it going to be Adele?
I've thought that, I think, every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
That's fair.
I didn't start filming myself doing this until, I think I started in the pandemic, and then I stopped, and then I picked it back up again, I think.
Did you start that I thought you started that before the pandemic.
Maybe it was before. I don't remember. I gotta look back. Anyway, and I'm getting copyright strikes on them now.
Are you?
Yeah. Whatever. I think it's so stupid. I hate that shit.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've been doing these Adele checks, and they've kind of been evolving a little bit. Like I started to put questions into them, and
yeah.
And so but anyway, so I finally, I guess it's been 2 weeks now, I got Adele in the morning, and I didn't know what to do. It caught me by surprise. I was so shocked. I had no idea what to do. I was happy. And so I was just like, man, I was like, what?
Now what?
I need, now it's like, now what? But also, if I continue to do it, like I need to do something when that mountaintop is reached. Like I need to do something. I just don't know what. And so anyway, so for anyone who's followed me, I was like in the 60s this round.
What if you do like a daily brew? What if you do like a daily brew deal where work it out with Scott, right? Mm-hmm. So you do the Adele check, and if it's Adele that day, and people come in and then say, "I saw the Adele check," they get like the employee discount, or maybe maybe not the employee, maybe like 10% off.
Yeah,
their coffee order.
Well, I think employee discount would be good, but I feel like they'd have to say like which song it was.
Because everybody would just come in every single day. Like, I saw the Adele check.
Yeah. Or like there's like this like the special code word for the day.
Yeah.
I think like Scott would be down.
I feel like he would too.
Yeah. I'm basically plugging the brew every day. But so Adele check. So if you're ever up at like 5 a.m., I'll be there. But so that's been my week.
Before you get to that last one, because I feel like it's a longer topic of conversation that I really want to dive into, let me go.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that much to talk about. I went to Knott's Berry Farm on Saturday, and We went because it was my girlfriend's daughter's birthday. She just turned 12.
Dang.
And so the reason that we have Bob Ross here is because she was like, let's go play the guessing game. Nobody can ever guess my age. Because she's a big kid. Right? Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, so we go play the guessing game, and we won. Bob Ross. I was like, man, good job, kid.
Wait, that's the game at Knott's?
Yeah. So it's like those. I'll either guess your weight, guess your birth date, or guess your age. And then they like write it down and they ask you, and they turn and show it to you, and then you win the prize, basically. So
looks like I could win the game.
Knott's has kind of gone downhill, man.
What?
Dude, I mean, first off, you're there and it feels like you're in it. Like it feels like the early 2000s because nothing's updated. And then second of all, there's trash all over the place. Like
what?
People throw their trash. Like you go to like the Calico Railroad, right?
They're still recovering from Not Scary Farm.
That guy's over. Yeah, so it's like it's a little, and then like there's like 2-hour waits for everything and
for Knott's,
dude. Yeah,
Disneyland doesn't even have that long waits.
It's crazy. Like it was straight up like 100 some. Like I remember at one point in time, I think I forget which roller coaster I was trying to get on. 120-minute wait. So, but it was fun. Spent a lot of money.
Wait, what kind of food? What food items did you get?
I got a churro sundae.
Oh, God. I don't know why I asked this because I'm so hungry.
I got a churro sundae, and let me tell you, Disneyland's churros shits on.
Well, yeah, I'd hope so.
What else did I get? What else did I eat? I ate. I don't even remember what I ate. Oh.
Dang, that means
it wasn't that impressive. Oh, I had Johnny Rockets.
Okay.
Yeah, Johnny Rockets, which was also very pricey. Paid like $62 at Johnny Rockets. I was like, good Lord.
Dang. Did you get a shake?
No.
Oh.
I got a kid soda.
Damn.
I was like, we're getting a kid soda and we're all refilling it. He's gonna pass it around.
I feel like I've told this already, but like before the pandemic, for Megan's birthday, we went to Disneyland, and I got a churro, and I was so excited because I haven't been to Disneyland forever, and so I got the churro, and I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or what. I don't know what happened, but I got like a mint. It was like a peppermint churro.
What?
Yeah, it was not. It was not the. It was very disappointing. I was very sad. I'm sure it's good when you're thinking like, oh, I want to get a peppermint churro.
Yeah.
But it's not what I was thinking, and I was very very bummed out.
The churro's a churro though.
Yeah.
Of course, then who has the best churros is the swap meet. Swap meet churros are the truth,
dude. There's a place. I want to say I can't remember if it's by me. I think it's by me, or it's called something churro.
I know what you're talking about. They have them in the gas stations. They're like churro fast food, basically. And it's a bunch of churro options.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one right here.
Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw it, but every time I see it, I feel like I've just had something sweet or whatever.
And you're like,
I know, but I'm gonna go.
There is also the California Churro Factory right down the street from here.
What?
Yeah. They make churros. I don't know.
Have you been?
No.
Well,
never been. I don't know if they do like frozen ones that you can like make yourself at home. It's a legit factory. I feel like you just make these wherever.
Oh, it's not like you just go in and
it's like a factory, like legit.
I wonder who they supply. Mm-hmm. What if they're the Disneyland suppliers?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Anyways, so I went to Knott's. What did I do Sunday? I just ran a bunch of errands on Sunday.
Oh, I know something you did this week.
What did I do this week?
You finished.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, but I fucked up. I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, what'd you fuck up?
It's just I'll tell you later because I don't want Kelly to listen to this and hear what I did.
Oh no!
I'm gonna explain it to you. I made a rookie mistake. I made a rookie mistake, and there's no turning back now. So it is what it is. Yeah. And I feel like the fix isn't that hard. But
you just put more time into like Kelly.
Yeah.
Spend more time.
I love you, Kelly. It's actually I truly don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But if it is that big a deal, we're going to talk. But anyways, the record's done tracking. We're done tracking the record. I'm going to say it now because if I have to turn around and retrack this, the record's not coming out. I don't give a shit.
I'll do it. I'll step in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be amazing.
Martin and I are on it.
Yeah, we did gang vocals on Thursday. Came in and yeah.
It was fun.
I'm excited. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Why did I remember that? All excited to talk about it. I remember I was going to put that in my notes when we were at Dan's house.
At Dan's.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've been kind of like awkwardly treading water throughout this episode right now because there's one thing I really want to get to and that I really want to talk about. But we had to go through all that stuff to get here. So I want to say we've mentioned it a couple times in the episodes. And then I think we mentioned that how long? Like maybe 6 months ago, a year ago when you got on. A year ago,
dude. It's a year because
when you finished school.
Well, I finished school and I was recording the music videos.
Yeah,
which was June.
Okay. So about a year ago, Mike and I are talking, and Mike goes, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna."
Wait. Wait.
He's like, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna dip my toe in the water."
Well, okay, I guess I just said that, but it all started because my friend Lauren.
Yeah, so Lauren, apparently at some point in time, Lauren and you had made an agreement that by the time you finished school, if you weren't dating anybody, you'd get on a dating app.
Yeah.
Right?
She swears that I said I would do it, and I don't remember doing it. But
I feel like something that you'd been like, yeah, whatever.
In passing, probably. Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Or
maybe.
like you probably said it like half jokingly, like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, I think in my mind, I'm like, I'll have a girlfriend by then. I'll have a girlfriend by then.
I'll have a girlfriend.
Because this was like years in the making.
Yeah. So and then Mike gets on Bumble.
Yeah.
Mike gets on Grindr. No, Mike gets on Bumble, and then there was like this week?
No, I was on it for 4 days.
4 days?
4 days.
Because you and I had this conversation where neither of us were like, we're not getting on the dating apps. It's not happening. It's not happening. And then Mike one day is like, I'm on Bumble. And I was like, what? Can you say that again louder? You're like, I'm on Bumble.
I did it.
And what was your first experience like on Bumble?
Dude, it was awful. It was awful for me. Like, I think just because, like, when I say I've never done any dating apps, like I've never done any dating apps.
Yeah.
And so obviously I can know about the whole like swiping thing and like picking. I don't know what it was. I think I started to feel like I was being like super, like, I was like, man, I'm being so shallow with this. Or like, because I was like trying to take it like seriously. Like,
yeah,
if I saw something I didn't like, then no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was like everybody I could find. And I think that's another thing that was like kind of scaring me too, because I was just like, dude, I'm finding every reason to say no to
when you've been single that long.
Yeah.
You know, like it just like everything's a red flag for you.
Everything's a red flag. Cause everything.
Everything's
like,
a red flag. Yeah.
I'm like,
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Actually, no, I don't like that. I don't like that she.
Yeah. I don't like that she likes to curl her hair on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are the day for a straight hair.
Yeah. So anyway, so I did it, and I was just like, I found myself, I was like getting like anxiety, like straight up getting anxiety from this, and so it wasn't fun.
There's also something to say about, like, I feel like you choosing that app where they have to swipe on you that would fuck my self-esteem completely up because I'd be like, nobody's going to swipe on me.
Yeah.
And, you know, the ones that do are not what I'm into, are not my type deal. And it would just mess with my brain.
Yeah.
So Mike lasted 4 days.
Last 4 days.
And then he deleted the app.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, 1 year later, his own volition,
Yeah.
Mike is back on the dating apps.
I'm back. And I was like, I gotta be. And I didn't say anything. Remember?
You didn't? Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to like do this. And then like, you know, 4 days pass or 3 days pass, you know, whatever. And then like stop. So one of my personal, this isn't a knock on any of our friends who do this shit because we know we have them.
We know who you are.
I don't like to make grand announcements when I do stuff.
Yeah.
Just because, for one, if I stop, then I don't want to be like, okay, well.
Yeah.
And so for this, I didn't want to be like, hey, I'm doing this, and then 3 days later, you're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, I quit.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't like doing that. So I was like, you know what? If I can stay on this for a week, then I'll let people know.
We were at coffee, right? Were we at coffee or were we eating somewhere?
We were at Dan's.
Was that at Dan's? You
Yeah.
told us?
Yeah. Because I think it was because it was you and Martin were there.
Was it just at Dan's? It feels like I knew longer than that. Oh, because we didn't get coffee at the brew this weekend.
Yeah. I didn't see when.
Yeah.
When did I see you, Michael?
Last week.
So yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
Oh wow. So okay, yeah. Wow, that feels something wrong about that.
I know, Mike.
All right, so where are you at now on the dating app? Like, where are you?
So now my my attitude is completely different.
Why?
I'm just saying yes to everybody. That's kidding. No. I tried I'm on different ones, and my mentality for this is I'm not trying to date in that sense. Like I'm not trying to be like so serious where I'm like
trying to find true love.
Yeah, like I'm gonna find my wife on this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to treat it as in like I'm trying to find just cool people. And so and I feel like it's made my conversations that's the other thing too. So my conversations I felt were weird because I was being weird.
Because you were like, this could be a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like and so I think that was like another thing too when I was doing it the first time. And so now I'm just kind of like my attitude is it's almost like if I were meeting someone just normally.
Does your bio by any chance say host of the Walking By podcast?
Yes. No, it doesn't. I just put that on like my profile just says I just put like BSW, barista, podcaster, musician, and then like I can talk.
Does it say craft beer too?
Crafter of things. No.
Craft beer, flannels.
I put like I like to get my hands dirty. I just find projects to do around the house and I do them.
Find me on TikTok splitting wood.
Yeah. No, it's really basic. So I feel like all my conversations have been pretty chill or funny. And then when they're not, I just,
that's fair.
when I'm like, oh, they're boring.
Do you ever hit anybody with like random ass pickup lines?
No. You know what? Girls hit me with pickup lines.
What's the best pickup line you've gotten? I've never been on the dating apps, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So so I'm on 3. I'm not gonna say which 3 because I want people to like. Yeah. And so one of them is not Grindr. Although I'd like to think I'd kill it on there because of my love for musicals and you know. I like 90s chick flicks, so I feel like I would kill it on there. But anyway.
Dude, okay, hold on. We'll go back to that.
So there's like prompts.
Okay.
And so one of them is like 3 truths and a lie.
Okay.
I'll do this with you.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so I have my degree in social work, but I'm a barista.
Okay.
I'm an athlete, but I've done musical theater.
Okay.
I've been to a live taping of Jerry Springer.
I'm going to go with you're an athlete. as the lie.
Well, I am an athlete, but I haven't done musical theater. And so from that,
because I know that you guys went to Jerry Springer for Martin's birthday.
Yeah, dude. Fucking right, we did. Yeah, and so that's one of them. And so for whatever reason, that's like what is a conversation starter. Mm-hmm. And so I guess I haven't been that crazy, but like some of them are like those just they never just say it's this. They're always like, I think it's the third one because I'd be chanting your name. And so, I don't know. It's like dude, yeah. Some girls are like kind of, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. And so, I don't know. I've been finding that girls seem to have the pickup lines. Mine are just kind of like, I'm just like, I don't know if it's like my conversation starter will be like if anything they have in their profile.
Yeah.
Or like my I don't know if this isn't a pickup line. I'll just ask them, why are you a Dodger fan? That's how open I'm being. I've actually swiped right on some Dodger girls wearing Dodger stuff. Yeah,
I'm impressed.
So yeah, but so anyway, so yeah, mine are always like funny things like that.
Yeah,
or like, I think it's brave. I think it's brave that you mentioned Jack Johnson as one of your favorite musicians. Like, do you like him too? Like, absolutely not. But
absolutely not.
I think it's brave. I think it's brave of you to so I'll say my attitude from it is like completely different.
Yeah.
Because I truly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're kind of like, there's a party that just doesn't give a fuck at this point.
Yeah, and I feel like if anyone's gonna truly try to date me, they're gonna have to just be down with like just my weirdness.
They have to do like.
I'll throw in conspiracies like right out the gates too. Yeah.
What most of you guys don't understand is that like on this show, I feel like you're getting us, but you're getting a pretty reserved version of us, right?
Yeah.
You're getting a pretty reserved, like I can go into savage mode pretty easily. When he gets into savage mode, it's game over. And it's like, it's borderline offensive in the best way. It's not borderline, it's offensive in the best way. So I feel like if it ends up being a date thing, like they need to see all that already, because like there are times when like just in our own group of friends, like we just get blasted like left and right. Mm-hmm. And like for example, when I was at Knott's, I posted my lady for like probably one of the first times, right? Mm-hmm. Like you see little glimpses of her in the stories here and there, but never full on like there, right? So I posted her, and Williams out of nowhere just goes, "Yeah, dog, you're batting way out of your league on this." Like,
that's awesome though. That's a good compliment.
I know. Thanks, man. And just like this is just the way we are with each other. And most people don't expect it or aren't prepared for it when we really just get it in the straight savage mode.
Yeah. My favorite thing is where people are always like, I didn't expect for you to swear so much. That's my favorite of all time. I don't know why. I think it's funny. People find out that I swear a lot. And then, it was at the Burn State show. I forget what somebody said, and I just threw out something pretty gnarly. And they're like, Mike says some gnarly stuff. I don't know. I pick and choose when I say things. And also people got to remember, like I come from,
we're in the era of the 90s.
So like playing sports, all you did was talk shit.
Yeah.
All you did was talk shit. And then, so I got from that. And obviously just from being around my friends, I just happen to be around friends that we just love to make fun of each other. And then touring was like the absolute worst place because you just hear the most horrific things. And I think when you're in a van, dude, when Rick was in the band, it was so annoying, but it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because and for anyone who doesn't know Rick has, this is what I love about Rick. He doesn't give a fuck if something hits or not.
Yeah.
Because he's just always going.
He's just always on.
He's always going.
Yeah.
And so like he'll just say something that you're just kind of like, all right, dude, whatever. And then he'll say something that's like super offensive. You're like, fuck you, dude. And then he'll say something that's like super funny. So, but anyway, I don't know. I think we have good personalities.
I think we have good personalities.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's my I'm on the, I don't know how long I'm going to do it because I'm getting bored again, but I'm on it and I lasted longer than a week. So.
I wanted to, we kind of, and shout out to Renee because we've been really bad about our messages and I wanted to kind of touch base on a couple of things that that she had sent over. One of the things that I wanted to post or to talk about was like something that she sent us last month. Mm-hmm. But it was a post where it was somebody was telling a story about going to Dunkin' and seeing a homeless guy. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to read this. Okay. It said, today I went to Dunkin' and saw a clearly homeless guy singing on the side of the road and picking up change. Eventually I saw him strolling to Dunkin' as he was counting his change to buy something. I began to get super annoying and talk to him over and over again, even when he didn't really want to talk. Since he had maybe $1 in change, I bought him a coffee and a bagel and asked him to sit down with me. He told me a lot about how people are usually very mean to him because he's homeless, how drugs turned him into the person he hated, how he lost his mom to cancer, how he never knew his dad, and he just wants to be someone his mom would be proud of, along with another hour's worth of conversation. It said, this lovely man's name was Chris, and Chris was one of the most honest and sincere people I've ever met. After realizing I really needed to get back to class, Chris asked me to wait so he can write something down for me. Handing me a crumpled up receipt, he apologizes for having shaky handwriting, smiled, and left. I opened his note, and this was it. I wanted to kill myself today because of you. I now do not. Thank you, you beautiful person. Renee said, I thought this was a cool story. Maybe you guys can use it in your next show, just as a way that people can help when they don't know they are helping, simply by reaching out to someone. Yeah. And then she said, does that make any sense? Yes, Renee. Yes, Renee. It makes sense. And then she sent, I don't want you to think we're ignoring you on this one. She sent a long message about kind of what we had talked about on the shootings in Texas. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, she seems to be on the same page with us. I won't read the whole thing. But she does bring up a very fair point that there is one part of this that I want to read where she's saying that at the end of the day, something's broken in our society. Yeah. Somewhere along the lines, we all got so angry and uncaring of others that it's morphed into this. People either feeling that they have the right or not caring about others. It's not really about the guns. It's about the people. We've become a society that is producing people who are capable of these atrocities. And the problem is not taking away guns from honest citizens. It's us as the problem. We need to recognize and fix the real problem, which is us as people, and the things that we're teaching our kids, the things that we're teaching our, the people around us, the example that we're setting for everybody. Those weren't her words. Those are my words. And I think that it's fair because, when you really think about it, when you look at everything going on, this is really, like you said, it's a pandemic of mental health. And we really need to sit back and kind of, there was another video that was posted where they're saying the only way to really stop all of this, to stop the racism, to stop the hate, to stop the indifference, is for us to teach our kids that shit is not okay. Yeah. And that's where it starts, right? I hate to say that our generation and our age range is fucked, but there's still a lot of people that's deeply ingrained in them. There's still a lot of people that it's the hatred and the want and need to always disagree and fight is just ingrained in them. Yeah. So what do we do to fix that, and what do we do to move forward? And I think that there's a lot to think about there because we as we always talk all this shit about we the people, and then everything's so divided, you know?
Yeah. It's we the people we care about.
Yeah. We the people
And
that are
fuck
like,
and then fuck
that are
everyone
just
else.
like us.
Yeah. Or we the people that agree with us.
Yeah.
We the people that believe the way we believe. Well, first I want to go to I thought that story was cool, but the homeless man.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who doesn't know, for me, I had one of my things in school. They wanted us to be very upfront and open about any prejudice that we had. And for me personally, I just thought like, oh, I don't have any. Like, I love everybody. I'm cool with everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I actually had some prejudice towards the homeless population. And, mine was probably on the extreme side because, we've had instances on tour, I've had instances at work, at the coffee shop. And so I didn't realize when I started to think about it, I was like, man, like that was a population that I had a hard time with. And it wasn't until, I'm so thankful for the program that I was in because we went through these different things, right? And so for knowing and being upfront and saying what mine was, I went to, my things were different. Just in general, Lost Year does a lot of stuff with the homeless, the homeless. But, so one of my like projects that I did, I went and, helped out at it's like a showering place through one of the churches. I went to a homeless feed thing with one of my buddies. And then we just did different projects with the school and the city, which was really cool and eye-opening. And so basically for myself, I got educated a lot on it and I got to really see, all aspects of it, right? Like, yes, there are the ones that choose to do it and they just don't want to be a part of society. They want to, be free and all that stuff. And then there's the ones who have had, just situational things where like things have happened. They lost their job or they had an injury or they had, something happen in their life or their family or a business, and it's all these different levels of it. And so for myself, I truly felt like I was definitely given a new lens on it. And I was thankful for being educated on it. And so I think it's something that's powerful about this is just that she mentions having that conversation and him being very upfront and saying, what it was, he said he lost his mother. Right. And then, he said the drugs turned him into the person he, didn't want to be. And so I don't know, like, I feel like that's kind of an extreme situation for most people. Don't just go out and like talk to a random someone who they don't know in that way. But I think that's powerful in the sense that, you don't know the whys of what someone's going through. It's not just because, that person's just lazy and they just want handouts and stuff, and for our everyday life, or just for the people in our lives, we don't know. Same thing. We've talked about this before, several times where you don't know what someone's going through. And so I think it's good to check in, and I think a lot of times when, even if you're upset with someone or someone's acting a certain way, like when you talk to them, like there's usually something going on.
Right.
Right. And so like on a personal scale for myself, there's a lot of times when I look back on MBR, like, and I look at some of my reckless times, my casual mic times, but when I was like, I've had moments where I've been embarrassed, like really embarrassed at the stuff that I did, things I've said to people.
I think we all have though.
Yeah.
I can clearly think of like 2-3 times in my mind where I've said some shit and immediately was like, that wasn't worth the joke that I was trying to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then obviously in the moment you're not thinking like, well, where did that come from?
Yeah.
And so I've had times to kind of sit back and be like, oh, like, I remember that time. What a lot of people don't realize, the casual mic, that was when Stacey and I broke up.
Yeah.
And so not to make that an excuse for this moment that lives on, but it's just like it's I'm sure there's people that were there that are like, wow, this guy's a total fucking asshole. Like,
yeah.
Fuck
what
this
a
guy.
dick.
Yeah. And it was, I was going through stuff and I was handling it in the worst way. And so, I don't know. I think to get to just it's I know it's difficult. It's so much easier said than done, but reaching out to people and just checking in regardless of what it is. Not being afraid to talk, because most of the time, and there's another thing too, a lot of people expect, like, when they think, oh, I'm nervous that if I talk to someone, they're going to be like, this is what it is. It's like such an extreme thing. And then they need answers for it. It's like, it's not that. Like, some people just want to know, like, when they hear you, that you're like they want to know that like, oh, fuck, that is shitty.
Yeah.
And I'm bummed out with you.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing, a lot of times there's nothing we can do. But I think just being able to let that person know that, like, dude, I know that what you're going through sucks. Like, what you're dealing with right now, it sucks. And I know that it sucks. Like, you're not crazy for thinking that, like, what you're going through is awful. And I'm sorry that you're going through that.
So another thing on the IG catch up, Ashley Ross had sent us, a post and a company, and I think they're a company.
I think
for On Our Sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
So, this was like one of the things for another resource for you guys. So, they call it Operation Conversation, where it's checking in on children's mental health. And it's like free conversation starters that you can use when you need to talk to children to kind of see where they're at with mental health. And it's a lot harder to talk to kids, especially with things that they may not be fully understanding what's going on with them. So talking with children about their thoughts, feelings, and experiences is a critical first step to support their mental health and development. And the reason I want to touch base on this because it's a cool, it's a cool thing to, like, the mission is to educate and break stigma surrounding children's mental health. But another thing that I want to talk about too is that, and we'll probably end on this, keep the episode short, but it's Pride Month, right? And we have a lot of, I want to say that we have a lot more kids now, probably than ever before, that are struggling with their identity. And the reason I say that is not to negate what other people or previous people who have gone through this before have dealt with. But the reason I bring it up is because historically in the past, when it came to like Pride Month and when it came to people dealing with their sexuality and their feelings and stuff like that, it was always hush hush. We didn't talk about it. We never, so there are a lot of people who had these feelings, had these emotions, who didn't know how to cope and how to handle it, right? What I mean by now there's probably a lot more people is because there's a lot of kids who are now growing up, and now that we're openly discussing this, we're openly talking about sexuality, we're openly talking about, gender and, whether you're gender non-binary, things like that. There's a lot more questions about it from kids. There's a lot more younger people who weren't people our age. We weren't exposed to this until later on. Like there'd be talks about it here and there, but we weren't fully exposed to it until we got older. Yep. And then that's when it became a bigger thing. Now there's elementary school kids and even younger than that are fully exposed to it. And so because of that, they may be questioning their sexuality. They may be questioning, oh, where do I stand in this? They may be questioning, how do I feel? Whatever. And this, like these questions or things like that can help kind of expand and open the doors of conversation with your kids. And it doesn't even have to be like sexually oriented. It could just be general mental health conversations. But the reason I bring that up is just because I've personally seen and experienced lately more younger kids who are asking more questions. It reminds me of that. You remember that Macklemore song when he was like, I forgot what he said, when I was a kid, I thought I was gay. And you know, he's like, I wasn't, but it was just a thought that was in my head.
Yeah.
You know? I see that happening a lot more and more. And, you know, I think it's definitely important to be open-minded and talk to Joey. It's we're leaving that in. We're leaving that in. It's more important for us to be like very open-minded and to really talk to kids and talk to, you know, not even just kids, even like people, your peers, people your age, people who might be struggling, but just especially remembering to keep that in mind. Sorry, my train of thought just went.
I know, me too.
Totally. I don't even know what he's barking at.
Yeah. I think for anything, like, again, communicating, keeping it in a safe space, like, you know, for this isn't bringing in beliefs and a lot of this to any of this, but it's just like, you know, I felt like one of the big missteps that churches did, especially like in like the, you know, forever, basically.
Forever.
And you know, it's like they're so big on God's love, right? And this is like a thing that I hope this ties together. I feel like it ties together in my head. So something I've always been a strong believer of is, you know, like I've heard the term like someone's always selling you something, or you're always selling someone something. There's always like that give and take, whatever. And so it's like, you know, and I used to get it from like sketch. I used to get it from like you know, like family or even just some people who's like, you know, you want to be careful who you hang out with.
Yeah.
You know, and this and that. And I've always heard that. And I don't know if this is just like a weird thing about that I've always just had, but like whenever like there are certain kids that I just felt like oh he's you know he's not a good kid or like be careful with him. In my mind I'm always like, well, like
why?
Wouldn't you want me to be friendly with him? Like wouldn't you want me to try to like help, you know? And so anyway, so all that to say is like that mentality. I feel like, you know, churches. I mean, this is just one place. I mean, this is everywhere. This is in, you know, or even in homes. But it's like, you know, why would you turn someone away who's seeking something, right? And if you truly have a belief of what you think it is, or you want to help, whatever it is, then like the way you do that is by loving on them, accepting them, loving on them, communicate with them, like talk with them, get to know them. And then like from that, you know, whatever it is, like, and so I just feel like, you know, anytime you're able to create moments to talk, like I like that you're saying like kids are asking you questions and stuff. Like I hope as awkward as it can be, like I hope you can just have conversations with people, because that's the biggest thing. Like being able to know that like regardless of what it is, whether I understand this or not, whether I believe in this or not, whether I don't, like I care about you and I want to help you through this, whatever's going on, or I want to be there and supportive for you, even if I don't know how. Maybe in our talking, maybe we'll learn how I can do that in a way that's you know, can be helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, that being said, once again, like, follow, subscribe at Walking Blind Pod pretty much everywhere.
Join in on these conversations. We want to hear your opinions on some of these topics we talk about. Like
the message that Renee sent us was pretty rad. Talking about her opinion on everything. It was cool. And happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Mike asked me earlier, how are you celebrating Pride Month? And I said, I'm doing a podcast with you. Yeah. This is our, you know, look at this is our representation. That being said, we love you guys. We will see you guys soon. If the episode is a day late next week, don't be upset because Mike was on a family road trip. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Love you guys. Peace.